Hi guys, thank you for joining me today on this talk about COVID-19 and your immunity. So first off, why are we talking about COVID-19 and immunity per se? Why not any other, organ system? It's because it's clear that how COVID-19 is affecting us so devastatingly in some cases is that it is causing our own immune system to turn against us, right? So it's causing a dysregulation of the cells of our immune system so that in times of need, when we get sick with COVID and they go to these different organs to help, they're dysregulated, they're not functioning properly, and therefore the organs begin to shut down. So it's actually our own immune system turning against us and not really COVID per se. So that's why it's so important that we do something about it, right? That we boost ourselves up as much as possible to give ourselves the fighting chance. Now, is this a foolproof, fail-proof method? No, absolutely not. I think that each of us bring in our own set of unique attributes or problems or diseases, if you will, and you have to discuss it with your physician. I would definitely suggest that. That's my number one recommendation, is have a COVID-19 readiness plan, a game plan, if you will. I have one with all of my patients whenever they call, just so that, if it hits you, you're ready to go. This disease is that, it can turn bad pretty fast. So you don't want that to happen to you. You don't want to be ready. You don't want to not be ready for it. Okay. And I definitely want to give a disclaimer that this is not a prescription for anything particularly. It's more of just my medical opinion and how I practice my life, and with my patients and with my family and friends. Everyone wants to know, what their doctor thinks about it. So definitely talk to your doctor. This is just general advice that I'm sharing with you guys. And also the next part of it is that it's good for the whole family, not just for adults, but everybody, the kids, the elderly. We can all use this information. And this information is also not linear, right? It's not a this and that, it's a everything together. It's a symbiotic relationship, if you will, amongst everything that I'm going to talk about today. Let's get started. The first pillar, if you will, of my immune safe house is going to be nutrition, and I think that's going to be the most impactful element of this. Definitely can't do it just nutrition alone and expect everything to be okay, but nutrition is a pivotal pillar of this immune safe house. So when it comes to nutrition, what am I talking about exactly? I'm talking about eating a way which ensures your body the best fighting chance naturally, right? And that means eating the rainbow of plants and fruits and vegetables and legumes and lentils, all of these beautiful, delicious nature-given foods, which really just boosts everything in our body, especially on antioxidants and flavonoids and polyphenols. Really just gives our immune system the resources to fuel itself. And you're doing it naturally, so better than any other supplement out there, because the bioavailability of all that stuff is questionable. But in food, everything is there, packaged perfectly, so you just eat it in different combinations according to your taste buds, and you reap the benefits. That's the best thing that you could do. That's the basic things about nutrition, is eating a whole foods, plant-based approach. And also extending this so that your kids are doing it too. I know that my kids love participating when I am cooking, meal prepping, whatever. And I know that if they participate in it, they are way more apt to eat something because they've had a hand in it. So get their hands in it. They should be eating more broccoli. Talking about vitamin C, zinc, and quercetin. All of this is so important, and you don't really have to memorize the list of foods that have all of these things, because definitely there are foods that contain way more vitamin C than oranges do. But the bottom line is you'll get enough of it if you're just eating a whole plate full of colorful veggies and fruits and all the other things as much as possible. You'll get it, right? And unless you are deficient in any particular one of these vitamins, you don't really need to take a supplement. But you know, that's again up to a discussion between you and your doctor. So the next pillar of my immune safe house is going to be exercise. So exercise is huge again when it comes to immune boosting. You want to move your body, you guys. 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic exercise a week. That's what we aim for. And then you want to add at least 2 days of strength training a week too. As to the specifics, as to the kind of aerobics and the kind of strength training, it doesn't matter. As long as you're moving, getting your heart rate up, that's what counts for the aerobics. So just pick something, have fun with it, switch it up every so often, and just be consistent. And then with the strength training, be careful, you guys. I see injuries with, you know, lifting too much and spraining your back and your muscles. I see it too much, so be careful. A very fun thing I like to do is take my exercise outside, because then you add the whole natural element, the plants and the air and the sun, and you get vitamin D. So vitamin D is another big talked about immune boosting thing right now. We all need as much vitamin D as possible. So get out, take your exercise outside, and what's even better is combining all these things, right? So say you exercise and then later on take your family for a walk, sit down, have a sunset picnic. Amazing. So you're combining all these different pillars, and without even knowing it, you're boosting your immune system. So that's the key. You want to make it an innate part of you, where you're not really thinking about, oh, how am I going to do this? It's just a part of you. You're eating a certain way, you're exercising a certain way, you're going outside. All of these things do count, and it all adds up. All right, so third pillar we talk about is going to be mental health. You guys, right now, mental health is huge. I'm so happy at least people are finally understanding that we need to talk about it. That brings up this whole idea that we need to give ourselves mindfulness practices daily. Journaling, yoga, deep breathing, meditation, whatever combination, whatever you want to do, just doing it every single day, I think, has huge immune boosting effects that are studied and proven. So, just do it. And also motivate your littles to do it. I think it's so important to have them start this mindfulness practice from an early on age. It'll really help them a lot, and hopefully it'll be something that sticks with them through the rest of their lives. So, all right, so far we have nutrition, we have exercise covered, and mental health. And the last pillar of my COVID-19 safe house is going to be sleep. So sleep is super, uber, duper important to immune building and immune system functioning from a cellular level. Things regenerate when we relax completely and we sleep restfully. So practice good sleep hygiene. It is so important. And what does that mean? Well, that means having a schedule of when you sleep and keeping it the same, keeping it consistent daily. There's also a lot of talk about melatonin and if we should take it. Again, something that you can definitely discuss with your doctor. There is some space for melatonin and its anti-inflammatory effects in dealing with COVID-19. But bottom line is you just got to get your sleep and your restful sleep, and really important. So there you have it, you guys. Those are my 4 pillars for boosting your immunity. I hope you guys learned something valuable today, and I'm totally open to hear your comments and answer any questions you may have. So be safe, stay safe out there, you guys, and just be ready.